Okay, so this is a review on Headie One's album. It's called Edna, and the artwork is basically of him. It looks like it's a pencil type of drawing, but I ain't particularly too sure right now. But I know some people or some artists can do hyper realistic type of drawing, so it could be that um type of artwork, which is phenomenal. If you look at it, it's phenomenal. If it is pencil drawing or even pen drawing, I was it hyper realistic or I can't remember what I just said. But anyway, so it's in black and white. Well, the overall background is black, but then obviously you got Headie One, and he's holding like he's looking to the left, but down, but he's looking at a locket, which I believe is probably a picture of his mother, or something. I'm not particularly too sure, but I know he's looking down at something. But I'm aware that the album title is in reference to his mother, who unfortunately passed away when he was a kid. So, as a child, I don't use the word kid because kid is just a baby goat. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, yeah, I feel like already just from knowing that, you know he's gonna give it his all. All right. So yeah, let's get into it. So basically there's 20 tracks. So there is Teach Me, then there's Psalm 35, then there's Bumpy Ride featuring M Honcho, then there's Triple Science, then there's Delight, then there is Ain't It Different featuring AJ Tracy and Stormzy, then there is Mainstream, then there's Princess Cuts featuring Young T and Bugsy, then there is 21 Gun Salute featuring Young Ads, then there is Five Figures, then there's Hear No Evil featuring Future. Yes, Future. You know about Future. Sensational. I can't even say like that. But anyway, then there's Breathing. Then there's Only You, Freestyle featuring Drake. Then there's Try Me featuring Skepta. Then there is F You Pay Me featuring Ivorian Doll. Yes, Ivorian Doll. How many man? We'll get into that in a minute. Then there's Parlez-vous Anglais featuring H. Then there's Everything Nice featuring Halle. Then there's You Me featuring Mahalia. Then there's Therapy. Then there's Cold featuring Case Page. So I was gonna say, how many artists, yeah, like male artists, I'm just gonna use male artists in general. How many of them do you see or hear of them featuring a woman rapper on their album? Let alone singles, albums. Like I rarely see it. Rarely see it. But if you know any, leave that in the comment section below. Yeah, let me know what album they are on. I know it's not. I don't want it to be the woman's album. I want it to be the guy's album. Do you see what I mean? I want to know. Yeah. So obviously, Ivorian Doll's been putting in the work, and she's gradually has got better. Yeah. I remember when people used to cast her on we'll get to that. This is to do with Headie One. All right. So, yeah. So I feel like there's certain tracks that definitely caught my attention. Yeah, that I feel probably were my favorites, which is F You Pay Me, ironically, with Ivorian Doll. Not because of Ivorian. Okay, this was gonna sound mad, yeah. Look, Ivorian Doll's flow on that track is fucking cold. Her flow is fucking ridiculous. I just couldn't believe it was her. She stepped it up. And the rhythm is cold as well. Like, we know Headie One, when it comes to flows, he's gonna do his thing, innit? But like, Ivorian Doll, she fucking stepped it up. She stepped it up. So I'm gonna like, I feel like that is my favorite track on the album. I don't know. I'm debating between Teach Me and that. I don't know. But leave your answer in the comment section below. Yeah. What's your favorite track on the album? Yeah. But also, yeah, I do like Triple Science as well. And I do like where is it? I do also like Parlez-vous Anglais. Just the way H glides on that rhythm, like he's fucking different with it. He's different. I don't know what it is with H, but whenever he features on any tracks, yeah, his flow is like he like in his mind, like I've gotta outdo this person. Like I don't know what it is. Maybe that's in his mind. I fucking don't know. But he did well now. I'm not gonna lie on that. I will not lie. Um, but yeah, as usual, I'm gonna take one song or maybe several songs out of and if it's in context or out of context, it is what it is. And the two songs are the songs are gonna be Teach Me and Therapy and yeah, and Breathing. Um, all right, because look, when it comes down to life in general, right? You need someone from the very beginning. You need someone to teach you. I remember in one particular song. I can't remember what track it was, but Headie one was talking about his his stepmother, the way she was treating him, and all that stuff there. So, or should I say, mistreating him? But if you like, to me, like there's certain situations that would happen or wouldn't happen if your biological mother was in place or whatever. Like I can tell my story and whatever about my situation, but I'm not gonna do that here. But in this video, but what I want to make clear is it's very important that like a child clings on to their mother. Like I remember when I was a kid, get me, like even though my situation was what it was, I still wanted my mom. Do you see what I'm saying? But because of situations, it couldn't go down like that. It is what it is. Like, you know. Um, but yeah, but my situation. So with that said, I had someone else to teach me. Do you see what I mean? Even though she still taught me as well, but the reality is you're always gonna have someone that's gonna teach you, and if they're teaching you in your foundation years, in your prime years, that could set you off into your adult life and you just don't even know. Like there's certain things you learn from a very, very young age that latches onto your adult life for the rest of your life. You understand? I'm not saying you don't change or grow or evolve, because you do, but there's certain things, there's certain characteristics, there's certain mannerisms you learn that, is just within you that you're always gonna do or react in a certain way. And yeah, but other than that, you know, sometimes, if you're someone that is dealing with, not knowing how to navigate life without a parent, you know what I mean? Whether you got just one parent, or even if you got a step parent, or whether you got foster parents, but you still want to hold on to your biological parents' situation and stuff like that, the best thing that I can tell you that you got to find what is your therapy. You see what I mean? Like therapy isn't just about booking a one-on-one session with a counselor or therapist. Yeah, that's not just therapy. Yeah, therapy is also, for example, let's say with Headie One, him making this album and even giving it the title of his mum and knowing that situation is private. Do you get it? So the situation is he could easily have not said anything and just kept it to himself. Do you see what I mean? But the fact that he's done that, he's opened up about it, that opens a lot more doors and a lot more people are gonna want to support him, because some people can have some people are very empathetic also, or sympathetic and empathetic, but also some people can relate to the situation. Do you see what I mean? Even if it's not like a direct situation, but they can relate to it in a sense. So that's one thing I like when artists do that, when they open up and they give more of themselves, even though I know how hard it can be to live your truth like that in the public like that. So salute to Headie One for that, for real. But so if he's using music as his therapy, like for me at one point, music was my therapy. Do you see what I mean? Not just listening to music, but actually writing down bars, like writing down. Like I remember, yeah, whenever I felt away in especially in secondary school, yeah, I remember the back of my books, like I would write like an 8 bar or 16 bars, just whatever's on my mind. Do you see what I mean? Like, if I could find my books, then my books, I will show you. But that's long for that right now. But yeah. So at the end of the day, you got to find what's therapeutic for you. The other thing I would strongly recommend though is just learning ways of how to deal with your emotions and your problems effectively, like strengthen your mental health. So when it gets to any situations, you know how to manage your health. Do you see what I mean? Especially your mental health. So if you click the link in the description box below, where it says become a member of the Thealkebulantrust, you will get access to online courses such as, you know, healthcare, and that's where you're going to learn all of that information there. Another thing is, what I want to do as well is I'm going to rate this album as usual if you follow what I do. But yeah, the thing is, I'm not going to rate it 10 out of 10 or 9 out of 10 or whatever. You see, when he was letting people know that an album's coming, and he was saying 50% done, 75% done, all that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to rate it in percentage. You know what I'm going to give it? 100%. That's what I'm going to give it. But the link to the album's in the description box below. Go stream that, go stream that, go stream that. And one more thing, if you want to support the Thealkebulantrust with what we're doing, which is rebuilding the infrastructure in the African and Caribbean diaspora, which will, you know, alleviate all the majority of the problems that you consistently have been seeing ever since colonialism and all that stuff there, then by all means do support us in what we're doing by making a donation of any amount. If you click the link in the description box below where it says make a donation, you can make a donation of any amount to help support us achieve this mission. All right, now if you've got any questions, any topics you'd like for us to discuss in the videos, leave that in the comment section below. And remember, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, because you never know the video you suggest might just be next.